Welcome back to more The Witness. We are not going to do this. We're going to do something completely different because... What? No fun. I'm not going to be standing there and just maybe spend 2 minutes and maybe spend an hour on just looking at the same damn thing. So we're going to go away and do something else, and then we can always come back at another time. Stream freeze? Nope, stream freeze. I mean, if I'm not getting it, then there's no telling if it's going to take 2 more minutes or 100 more minutes, or if I ever get it. So that's just going to be totally unfun to do. We're just going to see about the town to see if there's anything we can do here. And then maybe we'll come back later. Oh, shut up, Hub. You're just being annoying now. How the hell are we gonna do this? How's that gonna be working if I have to go all over the place like this? Then... Huh? That's really strange. So the Tetris block just has to be encapsulated somewhere, but the rest just doesn't matter. Is that a hint? Because I've always been looking at these as in, let's just say, for example, that's all there's allowed. If it goes like this, then that would be because there was a 4 tile in. Oh, hold on. That was actually correct, wasn't it? Okay. Interesting. I was just thinking. Is that something that related to when we did before? I don't know. Now I'm doing this. So we can do this one. But how are we gonna do the other one? Can do... No. Now my point is that this one here, this shape is here. So I've been thinking that this is the only shape that's allowed. But that one is okay as long as, yeah, as long as it's not continuous with this. I'm just looking at the previous one where I was doing like this. Or like this, or the other options, right? Before the break. then what if I just only had like this one, and then I could do whatever the hell I want with the rest, like, because that thing on the side here wasn't part of that, so it didn't count. I don't know. This one's actually... The challenging part of this one is the fact that it has to be... I have to get to each square. Which means if I go here, then I have to go there. Which means that is pretty much like the only kind of shape that could work. Right? This one put these two. I couldn't take this one and put it into that block, or this one put it into that block, because then the middle here would never be touched. So it could also be like an H, which I don't think I can do with these squares. No. Or it could be like a cross of some kind, like that. No, I can't do that. Not yet. Not like that. This one, I'm still thinking about the other one as well. That's annoying. No, oops. It could be like this, right? There. That's one. What kind of shape could these be that is connected, but still allows all of it? That one, for example, that shape would be okay. Let's just see if we can build it. No. No. Yes. There. All right. Whew. So this one and that one maybe. Let's see, the default tile would be something like this, but that's not going to work. It could also be the opposite around, or it could be that one. Yeah, that's no good. But it could also be something like this. I would just need this one. And again with this, right? It's the Tetris squares. I mean, I wouldn't like this, but I can see that these Tetris squares just have to be encapsulated, and the rest of the puzzle can be like however it wants to be. I think that's maybe something that hasn't really been completely clear to me. Doesn't this just... Yeah. Nice. Okay, so we have to run around and trying to activate more and more of this. What is this one? That was just... Okay. So how do we get into this building? Through that one. Let's find that one. Oh, there's a thing here. Ooh, stars. I am sensing that I... Okay. Ooh, that's a tough one. Does it go both sides? No. Okay, this seems to be... This one is just screaming at me that there must be some kind of filter on top of it, because how am I going to... Oh, it just says... These have to be packed in two, but what about those three? My thought is that somewhere there's going to be some kind of filter I can look through, like this, right? Maybe when I open this door, I can look through it or something. I don't know. Did it finish? No, I did not finish it. And it was, I think it was actually up here. We can do that. We can take a look at it at least. We did this. And then we ran over here and got up on the roof. And then there was some kind of puzzle that we hadn't seen before. This one. Right? No. That's doing nothing. Oh, hold on. Maybe... Yeah, so that's gonna work. And this is gonna work. But I've sensed that... No. There are no other options, are there? Oh, this one might work. Ah, so that's the trick to get all the way across. Nice. There. That's what we were looking at over before, that we're missing some kind of shade here. That's gonna take the rest of it. Yes, it is. Brilliant. Let's get our book ready. I cleaned up on my desk, so can't find anything. Right. I'll draw the lower one. Goes into the middle and goes zigzag out. Be going straight through. Let's just look from the other side here. Let's run over and try and see if we can figure that out. This is pretty clever. This is really where you combine all the things that... Okay, so this part, we assume that we start here. And then I'll look in my little book. That worked. What happened? Oh, it went down. In here? Orange. Okay, it opened the door. Alright, so let's go back up here and take a look at the new puzzles we got activated up here. So this is separating one from the other. And there seem to be two solutions. Oh. Oh. It's a... I guess it's a... symmetry thing. Oops. Still works. No. Still not. Let's see. What about like this? Now I just blocked off all exits. I think the trick here is that it'll be multiple blocks. No. Why not? Why is this not working, actually? What was wrong with this? Let me just see. Oh, the black one there. Nope. There. That's a long one. And I have to go through this dot. Okay. Well, that's not good enough, obviously. Well. And... nope. The idea is okay. Just doesn't work. The other way around? Yep. Okay, so that's another door open. Nice. And we did get this environment puzzle, didn't we? No? Because something. Perspective, angle, something inside maybe. Right, so that was the one we... okay, so there's something there. Now we had the two doors that needed to be opened somewhere over here. This is the part we did, and we never got the door open though. Why not? Oh, because that's... here? No? How do we get the door open? That's crazy. Anything up here? No? Nope, nothing more than what we have. Huh. So, how does the door open? It doesn't, I guess. Nope, doesn't seem to. Next ruin. This one, did we go in here? We did. Didn't do anything. Probably some environmental stuff. Was there something about this tower that we just never really figured out, or didn't we get in? Oh, here. Ooh, hello, puzzle. Okay, so let's see if we can remember this. Oh no. Oh no. So that one goes here. We can do this one. course not. Like, this one would just satisfy the Tetris, but not those. So I guess this one has to be here. If this is here, then you have to be there, and that's not gonna work. Unless, of course, I can do this, but that's not gonna. I'm not gonna like that. So whoops. Could it be something like this? It could. Oh, it's just one of those small ones that I don't get what's for. Nope. And it's just keeping blinking at those like it's some kind of hint. Like, I don't know. I have not figured out what these do. Just click, click. There we go. Ah, that was a boring container. And that one we did. What about, we didn't figure... Oh, that's... looks like something, right? Something somehow. From somewhere. But where? Never mind. Nope, I have no idea why they work. There are so few combinations that I just try a few of them and then that's fine. This one looks really gross. Looks really complicated. So I have a lot of those damn Tetris bricks here. And somehow that's also going to... See, I think the essence is these 5 cannot be up here without interfering with that. As soon as they interfere with this, they're going to have to interfere with the rest. Which means I need to figure out, let's say, a shape. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3 of them. That would be 4. How is this actually going to be? So this one goes here, this one goes there. Goes here, here, no. That's complicated. This is 2 of them. Then I think if we did that, that would be 3. Then I could do this, that's 4. And that means I can't do the last one to get the corner one. I could get it in... Oh, come on, that was so close. Must have done something wrong. That's 1. And that's the 3 of them. And that would be 4 of them. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, no. 1, 2. Yeah, there you go. See, this is what I thought. Ha! I knew it. I knew this one was a hint. Okay, so these are all the same color and these are all the same color. That means we need to do something like Still no. These are the same color, and all of these are the same color. And those, are they also? There are only 3 colors? Yeah, there are only 3 colors. Okay. So this one... Okay. There's also the chance that something gets cut in a different way, which is horrible. The black and the blue are the same, the white and the yellow, the pink and the red. We definitely need to cut the pink and the red somehow. I feel that's the only real good way of cutting those. But that's not really good enough. Then I have to do this. And then that one's getting in trouble. No. What if I do this? That's not gonna work. I have to do this one. That could be an option. Now we have one of these. That's something like, what was it again? It was, we opened something that cast a shadow on this. Right? Although this one's, oh, right, this is fallen down. This used to be somewhere. Where did this used to be? I mean, this is clearly fallen down, but it hasn't been up there. The trick is figuring out where this used to be, and then look at the shadows that would block it. Because this is clearly fallen down. Can I see any indication of where it would be? Has it been all the way up there? Oh, that would be crazy. Alright. I'm gonna go up here just to see if there's a shadow that's cast somewhere. The windmill. Could you just get out of the way, you damn thing? Not really. There must be something up here, right? There must be something that is useful. Oh. Oh, a juggler. Juggling things. Can I see anything out here? Oh. Huh.
Oh. Oh my God. How does it happen in this poor old world? That thou art so great, and yet nobody finds thee. That thou callest so loudly, and nobody hears thee. That thou art so near, and nobody feels thee. That thou givest thyself to everybody, and nobody knows thy name. Men flee from thee, and say they cannot find thee. They turn their backs, and say they cannot see thee. They stop their ears, and say they cannot hear thee. Hans Dank, circa 1520.
Profound. So this one, did that used to be out here? Could be. Also, that little thing that sticks out seems to be... They're always used for something. Oh, maybe that's used for... Ah, yes. Yeah? Keep going. They're always used for something. Cool. Oh, that's a red one. Follow the red wire. The red wire goes, oh, into the base of the tower. So how far up the tower can we now go? Yeah, we're getting somewhere. I'm so mad how fast he got that. Back to the quarry. I think we did see something that might be a help. Because oops, where is it? See, this thing here. I think this is actually a help. Because on a tile like this, you have to draw the Tetris shape, but you can draw other crap as well. I think that's the part that I was missing. So if we take one of the Tetris slides out, then we can draw that shape, and then the rest, as long as we draw the shape and it's included, then the rest of the triangle can be whatever the hell we want. Should we try that? Oh, laser, laser, laser. Pew, pew, pew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 3 close ones. 4, 5 around here. 6, 7, 8. 8 lasers? How many lasers should there be? Hey, someone remind Hap about the clue thing. I'm not reading the chat, so someone delete whatever he said. I just saw that someone is warning about Hap giving spoilers, so same rules goes for him as for everyone else. I know there is a pattern here. There absolutely is a pattern. I just don't see it. Is it safe for me to look in chat? Mods can't delete other... Then spam the chat. Yay! Well done, Jeff. More spam. Right, where were we? Oh yeah, it was this boathouse or this workshop or whatever it is. Not a boathouse, but a workshop. Hey. How tall is his monitor? Yeah, I don't have an extra monitor that's flipped the other way. Alright, back to frustration. I don't want to do this. I don't. So let's eliminate one of these. Is it even possible to lead? No. I think it's... That one takes that one out, and that one is not okay. And that means I can do whatever crap I want here. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Now what is up with you? I guess this is a hint for me to say that this is the one must be deleted. Right? So this one goes down the middle, and then I have 3 lines here. So doesn't that just count like this? Yeah. And here I again need to delete one of them. But this is gonna be different though. If I do this, the other 2 are not in the same one. And if I do this one, it's going to be the same. So maybe the answer is no. No, they can't connect. It seems like this one must be in the middle. It's really hard for me to see that it's going to be anything else. That means Oh, they could be both on this side. They could be like that. Ah, that's how. And what is your problem? This one's not gonna work. This one. How exactly is this gonna be? Oh, right. I think it has to be one of these that I delete. No. I'm leaning towards it's the Tetris block that has to be deleted. But which one? What if we just didn't delete any Tetris blocks but just did this? Then what? It'd still be that one. Okay, easy. You wanted this one? See, I like this one actually. I like this idea. But I can't split. I mean, the point of this one, it really needed to be able to block that one up here. Okay, well, is that possible? What if I do... No. It seems to be this has to be there. What if this is the one that isn't going to be there? Then I can't do my... Okay. So this vertical one has to be here. Because if it's not there, then it either has to be there or it has to be removed. If it's removed, then I'm unable to split, to block them off from each other. Unless I can do that some other way. Can't, not... Let's see, there's too many. What if I do this one? I have to go like this. That's just... So if I didn't have this, that would be the correct way to do it, right? Isn't that what the first one was? No. I need to figure out what it is I want to delete. It's definitely not one of those blobs, because they need to go together. That means I need to split it either horizontally or vertically. I kind of like vertically better, because that allows me something like this. Oh, right. No. How do I get two blobs into the same. I mean, if I could do it like this, that would be fine. But then they are not part of it. Also this way. Then that one's not part of it. I still haven't figured out which item or which block I have to ignore. What about that one? No, I can't take this one out because that's the problem. If I take... Okay, let me just try to explain what I'm thinking. If I take this one out, then where would I place the vertical? The vertical has to reach these, or maybe I'm just too locked in on something. That could be, but it's not covering this. So the vertical... Yeah, the only way I can get the vertical plus one more is by having the vertical in here. So that either means the vertical must be here, which is okay because it has a nice way of splitting the other ones. Then the question is then, we can also do... No, I can't do that because then it's not a Tetris shape. See? Shit. I don't... Holy shit, God damn it. There's no way for me... if I ignore the vertical, right? Is there any way for me to block off the rest? No. Is it an option to do like this? Does that do anything? Not really. It still means that all the pink blobs are together. My point was, if there was some way of doing this that I could then... Or what about the other way? No. Unless I can go up here and... No, I need to block it off somehow. Is that an option of drawing like negative shapes or something? No. Still not. Have to get that one in. Woohoo! Right, what do we got? I wonder, what is this one actually for? I don't know.
A kind gesture.
Yay, Jeffers, thank you! Thank you, 251 bits, woohoo! Whew, sorry, I didn't sound too enthusiastic about it, but I am. It's very kind of you. Why am I actually doing this? But that reminds me, why am I doing this again? For fun? That can't be it. That can't be it. Must be something else. The money? No, that's definitely not it. The sense of accomplishment. No, that's not it either. Why am I doing this? For your entertainment? No, that doesn't seem like a good enough reason, does it? I'm not a really nice guy. Okay, so another one of these. Basically, what do we want? Right? Pew pew, laser. Right, so what I said was treehouse, quarry, and then endgame. But I had forgotten the town. So if we say treehouse, quarry, and the town, that's pretty good. Come on, shoot, turn, do stuff. Didn't one of them miss, actually? Oh yeah, one of them missed. Why? One of the lasers pointing in the wrong direction. So actually there's one more laser than what we can see up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with the one that just completely missed the target. Which is also really odd why you missed the target. Oh right, we still have something in the town that we haven't done. Now that I recall. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the town, we need to turn that one. We need to turn that because that's probably a mirror that needs to be turned. So let's trace it and figure out how we get activated this one. Oh. Oh. Oh, I didn't even know that was just a thing. That's a lot of deletions. See? Laser goes through. We're gonna have to find a way for the laser to point the right direction. Not that one. Yeah? No, we missed. Alright. We'll take the next one then. Laser goes back and pew! Pew pew! That's 11 lasers now pointing at the tower. Right. Now we have the windmill. And we have... I really want to go up there. What time is it? It is 7 minutes to the end. Let's go to the tower and just have a look at it. So that will be pretty much the teaser for the next, maybe last time. I'm going through this miserable place. Shut up. Shut up. God damn, I hate that place. Least favorite place. That was so frustrating. Oh, it was a wee bit frustrating. I'll admit that. I just could not hear it, so in the end we just brute forced that one. This seems like... Oh, look at the clouds, they're just changing shape. Oh, I bet there's a... Oops, don't fall down. There's an angle where that becomes a thing. Oh, look at the little dark cloud there. Oh, those clouds are probably doing a million things. And... should we do it? I imagine there's more. Oh, there's a puzzle on the ground now. Was that always there? We did do this one though. That was... didn't tell us anything. Is that a thing?
Up there, you go around every hour and a half, time after time after time. You wake up usually in the mornings, and just the way that the track of your orbits go, you wake up over the Mideast, over North Africa. As you eat breakfast, you look out the window as you're going past, and there's the Mediterranean area, and Greece, and Rome, and North Africa, and the Sinai, the whole area. And you realize that in one glance, that what you're seeing is what was the whole history of man for years, the cradle of civilization. And you go around down across North Africa and out over the Indian Ocean and look up at that great subcontinent of India, pointed down toward you as you go past it. And Ceylon off to the side, Burma, Southeast Asia, out over the Philippines, and up across that monstrous Pacific Ocean. Vast body of water. You've never realized how big that is before. And you finally come up across the coast of California and look for those friendly things. Los Angeles and Phoenix and on across El Paso. And there's Houston. There's home. And you look, and sure enough, there's the Astrodome. And you identify with that, you know? It's an attachment. And down across New Orleans, and then looking down to the south, and there's the whole peninsula of Florida laid out. And all the hundreds of hours you spent flying across that route, down in the atmosphere, all that is friendly again. And you go out across the Atlantic Ocean and back across Africa. And you do it again, and again, and again. And that identity, that you identify with Houston, and then you identify with Los Angeles, and Phoenix, and New Orleans, and everything. And the next thing you recognize in yourself is you're identifying with North Africa. You look forward to that. You anticipate it. And there it is. That whole process begins to shift of what it is you identify with. When you go around it in an hour and a half, you begin to recognize that your identity is with that whole thing. And that makes a change. You look down there, and you can't imagine how many borders and boundaries you crossed again and again and again. And you don't even see them. At that wake-up scene, the Mid-East, you know there are hundreds of people killing each other over some imaginary line that you can't see. From where you see it, the thing is a whole, and it's so beautiful. And you wish you could take one from each side in hand and say, look at it from this perspective. Look at that. What's important? And so a little later on, your friend, again those same neighbors, another astronaut, the person next to you goes out to the moon. And now he looks back and sees the Earth not as something big where he can see the beautiful details, but he sees the Earth as a small thing out there. And now that contrast between that bright blue and white Christmas tree ornament and that black sky, that infinite universe, really comes through. The size of it, the significance of it, it becomes both things. It becomes so small and so fragile, and such a precious little spot in that universe that you can block it out with your thumb. And you realize that on that small spot, that little blue and white thing is everything that means anything to you. All of history and music and poetry and art and war and death and birth and love, tears, joy, games, all of it is on that little spot out there that you can cover with your thumb. And you realize that that perspective, that you've changed, that there's something new there, that relationship is no longer what it was. And then you look back on the time when you were outside on that EVA and those few moments that you had the time because the camera malfunctioned, that you had the time to think about what was happening. And you recall staring out there at the spectacle that went before your eyes. Because now, you're no longer inside something with a window looking out at a picture. But now you're out there, and what you've got around your head is a goldfish bowl, and there are no limits here. There are no frames. There are no boundaries. You're really out there, over it, floating, going 25,000 miles per hour, ripping through space, a vacuum, and there's not a sound. There's a silence, the depth of which you've never experienced before. And that silence contrasts so markedly with the scenery and the speed with which you know you're going. that contrast, the mix of those two things really comes through. And you think about what you're experiencing and why. Do you deserve this? This fantastic experience? Have you earned this in some way? Are you separated out to be touched by God, to have some special experience here that other men cannot have? You know the answer to that is no. There's nothing that you've done that deserves that earned that. It's not a special thing for you. You know very well at that moment, and it comes through to you so powerfully, that you're the sensing element for man. You look down and see the surface of that globe that you've lived on all this time, and you know all those people down there. They are like you. They are you. And somehow you represent them when you are up there. A sensing element, that point out on the end, and that's a humbling feeling. It's a feeling that says you have a responsibility. It's not for yourself. The eye that doesn't see does not do justice to the body. That's why it's there. That's why you're out there. And somehow you recognize that you're a piece of this total life. You're out on that forefront and you have to bring that back somehow. And that becomes a rather special responsibility. It tells you something about your relationship with this thing we call life. And when you come back, there's a difference in that world now. There's a difference in that relationship between you and that planet, and you and all those other forms of life on that planet, because you've had that kind of experience. It's a difference, and it's so precious. And all through this, I've used the word you because it's not me. It's not Dave Scott. It's not Dick Gordon, Pete Conrad, John Glenn. It's you. It's us. It's we. It's life. It's had that experience. And it's not just my problem to integrate. It's not my challenge to integrate, my joy to integrate. It's yours. It's everybody's. Russell Schweikart, 1975.
There we go. Yeah, that was pretty profound. I think we'll end here because I don't know what happens when we unlock the last one. I would imagine something happens. So this seems like a good cliffhanger to end on. And I'll just take a few more iterations here to get the last one unlocked. I tried to do something while she was talking, so yeah. It's really strange that you have a woman narrator to something a man said. I think that's a bit of a yeah. It gives a different perspective. But when they started mentioning the names, it was like, oh, okay, so it must be back in the days. So this one, there's clearly something down here. That's also what sort of indicates to me that, yeah, there's more. And as soon as I open it, I want to go down there just to take a peek. Anyway, I will be continuing this next week. Maybe the end, maybe not. Who knows? So I'm going to thank you all for joining. It has been fun. And yeah, frustrating, but it's fun. So we'll wrap this one up. I will be streaming more tonight with Satisfactory, where we'll go do our very best to complete our supercomputer factory. And we also have Sunday, but then that's it. So it's be pretty special and bit rushed. Tomorrow, this series will continue. When will continue? I don't know. Next week, someday next week. I don't know. I don't know my schedule next week, and it'll be hopefully start of the week. But then it could. Let's be honest. Probably not going to be Monday, because if I'm not done with Satisfactory base, then I'm going to use Monday for streaming that. Also, I think Monday I'm running out of Factorio recording, so I have to do something there. So I can't be streaming every midday. That's too much. Yeah, just taken a look at my schedule. I'll try to update it this weekend, but at the latest Monday for the next week. Anyway, thank you very much for joining. Thank you for... Oh. No subs. Yeah, Inkle renewed to sub. And thank you, Jeff, for the donation. I'll see you guys tonight. Have a good one. Thanks for joining. Thanks for not spoiling it. Good night. Oh, hold on. Did Hap leave because he was... Did you boo him out or something? Oh yeah, we'll send you over so you can go spoil it for him. Make sure that he's being spoiled with his Factorio thing. Let's wait for the raid. You can jump over there and have a good time. See you guys.